One of the most fascinating places I've ever visited is the remote archaeological site known as Yaxchilán, perched on the edge of a river. Yaxchilán is an ancient Maya city-state in Mexico, on the border with Guatemala. It was once very powerful, and the city had many incredible buildings like palaces and temples. When I was there, I was most excited to see its lintels because Yaxchilán is particularly famous for its many carved lintels. But what is a lintel? A lintel is a horizontal beam that spans an opening and sits atop two vertical support posts. Think of a doorway with two beams to either side of you and then a horizontal beam above your head as you walk through a doorway. Lintels have been used in architecture all across the world and throughout history. At Yaxchilán, there are more than 50 lintels at the site. While some have been removed and placed in museums, you can still see some on site today, or at least replicas. The lintels above the doorways of important buildings are carved with figures and writing, or sometimes just writing. They were also painted originally. This lintel, called Lintel 25 by archaeologists, was one of 3 above doorways to a palace building called Structure 23. The lintels all show a queen, Lady K'abal Xook. To see it in its original doorway on Structure 23, which no longer really stands, you would have needed to crouch in the narrow doorway and look up at the portion of the lintel directly above your head. You get a sense of that experience with this other building at Yaxchilán today. It was not easy to observe when it was in its original location. This is very different from how we see it today, hanging on a wall in a museum. The lintel records information about her and her husband, the ruler of Yaxchilán. Lintels at Yaxchilán weren't just structural supports. They became an important way to record history and highlight those in power.